Morning. What annoys you, perhaps? What behaviour do you see on a football pitch that you don't like? Anything in
not
particular?
scoring enough goals to win matches?
Yeah, anything else?
Not enough respect for the referee.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, no, all crowding around the ref, can't bear it.
Lots of people are bothered by spitting and swearing.
Well,
Ready?
now
Go
the
on,
pressure's on.
really close, go on.
Yeah, that is the Roger Moore School of Acting.
Well, I did alongside him once too. It was good fun. There you go. Sally, go away and practice. Come back next week.
Okay.
Thank you, Sally.
19 minutes to 9. Lots of people have lots of different theories about where the safest place is on a plane. Some argue that it's sitting, obviously, inside the plane, over the wings. Others think seating makes no difference.
A new documentary hopes to clear things up by deliberately, this is extraordinary, crashing a Boeing 727 into the desert and looking at the results. Here we go.
There it goes. Let's talk now then to Anne Evans, who's an air crash investigator and the executive producer of the documentary called simply The Plane Crash, Sanjay Singhal. Operation, actually, just getting the plane to do what you wanted it to do. But the fascinating thing was, eventually, in the last minutes of the flight, it's being controlled by a little piece of kit that somebody got from a little different planes operate in different ways, and when there are crashes, no two crashes, presumably.
Down. So that's quite a typical approach type of accident. So that was our aim in setting up the parameters that we hope to achieve.
Sanjay, it's very unlikely to happen to any of us.
That you had?
It was insured, but it's very difficult to find insurance for a plane that has no pilots on board while you're flying at 1,500 feet.
A plane that you know you're going to take down as well. All right, fascinating stuff. Thanks very much.
Yeah, good to talk to you. And The Plane Crash is on Channel 4 tomorrow night at 9 o'clock.
Now, for musician Carl Wallinger, the 80s and 90s were a whirlwind of hit singles and Ivor Novello awards, and then 11 years ago, his whole world came apart.
Yes, Carl, who was part of the Waterboys and World Party, suffered a life-threatening brain aneurysm. He had a lengthy recovery, he's returned to music, and he's now embarking on his first UK tour in a decade.
Before we talk to him, let's take a listen to some of his hits.
Got us all singing along this morning.
Yes.
But we haven't got Robbie Williams in.
No.
We've got Carl Wallinger.
I thought it was a spelling mistake or something.
He changed it from... What was the original lyric?
We were fun all along, and he changed it to we were fine all along. I know it doesn't seem like a big deal, but there you go.
Does it really? And every
Does it
time you hear
rank
it,
with you?
does it? Yeah.
No, not really, no.
Okay, that's good.
You've heard that story then, have you?
That was, that was,
Well, you just told it to us.
trying to remember which year, 1999 was it? Riding home that success, and then you're cycling on holiday, and all of a sudden everything...
Ill than I was, you know what I mean? I sort of felt OK, you know, it's a pretty strange thing
So
to
the
say,
World Party had to come to a halt for a bit.
Yeah.
They closed the bar
like
on the World Party.
Yeah,
for
like
a
a
while.
decade, you know, like a decade or
And then, so when you picked back up with World Party, did you think, well, let's change the brand, do something entirely new? Why go back to the old one?
Just...
Recovery affected the way that you write. I mean, can you sit down and a song like She's the One just come to you in an afternoon still? It begins at the end of the month, and the album, Archaeology,
Arkeology, is out now. Is it out now? Let's get the weather now. Here's Karen.
You're like a Bond girl. Lots of people have been saying that this morning.
Yes. She'd have a special... What would her special nickname be? Have to work on that. Okay. There can't be many men who haven't fantasised about a James Bond lifestyle. Only a handful, though, actually know what it's like to be 007.
Yes, one of them. The longest-serving Bond is Sir Roger Moore, and he has written a terrific book about the 13 years that he spent playing the famous spy. So I met up with him yesterday to talk martinis, eyebrows, and ask the question, who is the best Bond ever?
I hope you won't take this as anything other than a compliment to say that you...
Well, thank you, thank you.
So to me, you are the definitive James Bond. Why is he such a kind of incredibly iconic...
Mythical hero with different ladies.
But there were still question marks about whether you should do it or not.
Well, the question marks whether I could do it. Cubby and Harry, the producers, were friends of mine.
People watching you thought you were terrific acting going on in the eyebrows. Is that something that sort of persists and frustrates you?
Ridiculous. You just raised your eyebrows.
I can only raise both eyebrows. I can't raise one or the other.
I bet you can raise one. Yes, you did. You're doing it perfectly.
We'll always want to know the answers to. I think audiences of Bond films might have been a little bit taken aback by. There are so many stunts in your films, and where you ski off a cliff. He's known by every barman around the world because of his cocktail order. But you say that you never actually ordered that cocktail.
I never did, no. Well, I see.
Such a smoothie.
I feel like a bona fide Bond girl.
You are a bona fide Bond girl.
I would like to say happy birthday to Sir Roger Moore because it is his birthday on Sunday.
Well done. Good. Excellent. Lenny Henry's here, watching in admiration. Morning.
To do a few other things.
I've got to finish.
Thanks very much.
But it was,
Thanks for
I'm
joining us
so
today.
glad you came in.
you.
No. Talking to Lenny Henry much more.
I've come to Manchester to do this.
And just a moment. They won't even give you a camera.
No.
There we go.
There's nobody on the camera. It's all remote control here, viewers.
With us.
Come back to this.
I'm glad you're back.
We're back in the morning.
Yeah.
After starting to
Is
learn
it
how...
what- Are you going to... Does he need an introduction,
got
do
to.
you
Yes,
think?
he
Give
does.
me the
It's-
introduction.
40s.
Yes.
This is the bit you wanted to do.
It's all planned,
Lenny
this
Henry
interview, by the way.
clearly
It's going really
discovered
well.
a previously hidden musical talent because he's now decided to share it with the world.
Yes, in his new one-man show, Pop Life, Lenny will play to grade 4 standard in front of an audience for the first time. Lenny, welcome.
See, I was talking about Othello, and now I'm talking about stand-up again.
Yes.
And I know it must be a weird comedy, drama, comedy, but I think it's all the same Len. I like doing lots of things. I like to present.
It's not you're sitting down, presumably.
Well, it's a stand-up.
Are you learning? Are you learning because with a teacher in the traditional way, or
Yes.
are you going onto the computer and seeing people? Because there's all sorts of ways you can learn
I
to
haven't
do
been going
this
into
now.
the people and computer and seeing people. That would be wrong. Especially in this atmosphere around here.
Seeing
Damn
people
it.
playing
I might get to see the DG.
the piano.
No.
Theophilus
It's
being
all
a
good.
bit
Kids
rude.
watching this?
On there?
Material,
Yeah.
you know.
Yes, there's a
on
kind of
stage.
there's definitely.
Good to see you as ever.
Thank you.
The UK tour, Lenny Henry, Pop Life, and the piano is on. It's on now.
We have to say goodbye. Have a lovely day, whatever you're doing. Bye-bye.
Bye. Just that.